So, tell us what you're doing here.
Okay. I'm mostly concentrated on him seminary, which started last fall. So this is their second semester. Yeah. So I basically stay at this office and take care of everything going on in Dharma office.
So, what are the students actually doing throughout the course of the year?
It's their first year. So during the first year, we're focusing more on Bible. I'm literally learning about the Bible, starting from Genesis to all the way to Revelation. So we have every week visiting speakers, and every speaker deals with a book or two. Concentrate on the book so they can know about Bible.
So, what's the end goal? Like, what do you hope is going to happen with the students?
For the students,
Yeah.
the ultimate goal is to make them into a missionary. But can I just briefly explain about the background?
Of course.
And the vision for seminary?
That'll be awesome.
It's in Caribbean countries, only Haiti is the only country with black people. All the other countries, they're like not totally black. They're like brown black or light black. But these people are black. The reason is that they're from Northwest Africa. Their ancestors are from there. So like slavery back in the days, when French was ruling over, they took all the Africans and they brought them with and used them as slaves. So these Haitian people are descendants of those Africans. So they share the same appearance, and they share similar backgrounds, and they use the same language. So it's so much better for them to go to Africa and do ministry. If like white people or Asian people go and do ministry, we can even not, step one foot there. But if they go, they can just mingle together, and it's so much fruit they can bear. So our goal is to raise them up and help them to be trained to be a missionary for Africa. So ultimately, after graduating, they go to Africa. But you know how it is, Africa is like 90% Muslim, so it's hard for Christians to live there. They're not gonna let them live there, so what we have to teach them is to stand alone as a missionary. So we're trying to teach them everything from start to end, like A to Z, like starting from doing the ministry by himself, like worship, leading the worship, preaching, evangelizing by himself. Also doing like getting a job, or like teach them how to cultivate, how to actually live, build a tent, all practical stuff to religious stuff we're trying to teach them, so they can be independent and literally live there and evangelize.
So, how did you even find the students? Like,
Students, we have a couple pastors who we know in Haiti already, and they have their students, and they have their church pastors. So we got referral from them. So we invited like 40, 50 students to interview in the beginning. And with the Pastor Simon and some other staff members, we gathered together to have like 3-session interviews. So it's a personal interview, from paperwork to literally one-on-one interview. And we asked every single one of them that this seminary is not just ordinary seminary, and it's more of a missionary raising seminary. And at the end, after graduation, our goal is to send you guys to Africa. And we share the same vision if you have the same vision. And they all said yes. And we even asked them like very crucial questions. So for example, like, you might get hurt or die when you go to Africa, because Christians are persecuted in Africa by Muslims. And they said they're so eager to go out and preach, and if they die, they'll go to heaven. So they have the same vision. So we specifically asked every single one of them and picked 12 out of 50 candidates.
okay. So, at the end of the semester, you're not just going to drop them off in North Africa.
Yes, because to be honest, I don't think all 12 can make it. Because, like, realistically, some of them, they have a family issue, because when they go out, they have to relocate from Haiti to Africa. And if they have family, kids, I don't know if they are willing to take their families. So we're continuously checking their dedication, if they're still dedicated to go out. So we're continuously checking up on their status based on grades, because if they're willing to go, they will focus hard and they study hard and get good grades, and also how they behave, and if their mentality is ready to go. So by then we're gonna kind of cut them out, because if there's a bad influence, it influences other people too. So we're trying to fix that too.
Pastor Simon told me a little bit about what's going to happen once they graduate, that they're going to go and start.
Oh, let me briefly explain about our plan. So I think maybe within this year or early next year, Pastor Simon and some of the staff will go visit Africa and try to do like a preliminary research. We'll probably set up a base in one country. So we'll set up maybe for 1 year the base at Northwest Africa. So after the graduation, the graduating students will go to that center. So from that headquarters, they'll do like research for other countries. So they'll stay about a year in that center, and when they will choose which country they'll go from, and they also get trained from like locally. And then after spending 1 year at that center, then they're gonna go out to the actual tribes or villages or countries.
Wow, so it's all really thought through. Like you guys are,
So
it really is a vision for that.
into action. And,
Awesome. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank